Oh, I'm finally glad that's over, though. That was one of the most grindy experiences of my life. Hi there, everyone. How's it going? I'm Arm, and welcome back to Minecraft. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, we have gotten past all of the basic stuff. We've gotten past all the basic stuff, and I'm really ready to actually hop into some of the more, some of the projects, some of the build stuff, and I have some plans, of course, for today. Number one, I do actually want to go off. It's time to build a base, so I need to go actually explore and look for an area. This one is not the best for building. It would take a lot of terraforming, and I don't know if I really want to do all of that. Plus, I've got to go get a lot of resources anyway for the build itself. I've also got to establish a mine because I've really gotta find diamonds, man. I really do. And by the end of it, we should be able to actually build our starter base. Also, there's been an update. You guys have picked a name out for it. For our copper golem, meet Cooper, which was the name suggested by Milan, a very frequent commenter of the channel, and I really like it. I really like it. And apparently, some of the all that also commented also very much like it. But I think the goal is to go around this big fucking mountain. I think that's our starting point. Hopefully there's some good workable space, some good like workable land behind it. And this whole area is very mountainy, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. I do like it. It's very pleasing. It's very aesthetically pleasing. But yeah, building. I hate terraforming, man. I'm also not incredible at it. Oh, that's Big Cave. We should go check that out. That's Big Cave. Hello down there. Hello down there. Hello down there. Wait, watch this. I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. You know what? I don't want to go in that cave anyway. Fuck that cave. Rude. That's one rude ass cave. That is the stupidest bit I've possibly done. All right, well, there's some cows, and it looks like there's a clearing up here. To be frank, I should have probably actually went to the creative mode version of this world and looked around like that. Oh, this isn't bad. This like a little valley here is not that bad. It's pretty flat. It's not the flattest. I wonder if there's any more interest, and we got a good view of the mountain. I wonder if there's any more good spots around. I wonder if there's any more like interesting like landscaping or architecture. Plus a big cave. That's actually this is actually a really good area. And I couldn't have traveled what 100 blocks in the last video to set up my little box. Oh, good. Now I have to move Cooper too. Yeah, that one might not be as deep, but it's still a good cave. Like, hopefully my hope is that it goes deep enough to actually find diamonds, and establishing a mine will take hardly any time at all. Boop, boop. All right. It's getting late. I'll go check out the cave. I think that's the. I'll go check out the cave. I think that's the plan for now. Till I find out what's in it. Hopefully, it can't be the same one, right? It's not. That's on the whole other side of the mountain. It can't be the same one. No, couldn't be. Oh, fuck, there's creepers in that. Why is there creepers? Why is there always creepers? I hate creepers. All right, that does go quite a ways down. We exploring. Ooh, emeralds. I don't need those. Until I have a village. Oh, shite. Okay, that does go quite a way down. Skelly man, you're an asshole. Wherever you are. Did I shove all of my armor in a chest somewhere instead of putting it on? I'm so stupid. What the fuck? What the hell? I'm so dense. How does anyone build armor for themselves to go exploring and then just not take it. I cannot believe I've done this. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever done in the game. Period. Oh, forget like accidentally taking multiple items and not realizing the cost hearts and Isaac. Forget the fact that I forgot that Foxy was in the doorway in FNAF. Forget any other dumb thing I've ever done in a game. This is the stupidest thing. That is so basic of a mistake for a game I put probably thousands of hours into. Oh, I'm so disappointed in myself for that. That is ridiculous. How does anyone do that? All right. Should probably head. I think I'll probably head back. Sorry, I have some doors, but that is a survival shelter built, and we're gonna go get my armor, and not be a dumbass. And then I think it's I think it's actually time to start mining. Actually, sort of Christ, what kind of moron forgets their armor? You know, I gotta say, the copper armor actually looks quite good. I do quite like it. But it'll look better even. I bet it'll look even better as soon as we can get some armor trims too. But the easiest one to find is in the ocean, and I need to find this in ocean first. Let's say that deep dark connects to an ancient city. I can get lucky enough to get the silence one, which I do love. I love the silence armor trim. I've never been able to find it, but I do love it. It's like the mace. It's my white whale. It's my Minecraft white whale. Not just dolphins either. Those are basically whales. I mean, they are whales. You know what I mean. I'm a musician, not a whale biologist, all right? Well, now that I have everything I stupidly left behind, I think it's time. I don't know exactly where we're going to be building everything. I'll probably build it somewhere out here, or maybe closer to the forest where I have a nice view of the mountain, which will be probably the mountain itself will probably be the main base later on, but I've got to beat the Ender Dragon and get shulkers and a beacon and all of that before I can really tackle anything that big. Which is going to take a long time. Oh, that's like I can cheese the wither fight pretty easily. Like there's a million ways to cheese it, but I do intend to take this a bit slower than I have in the past. Somewhere right here is not bad, but I need to go mine a ton of andesite and get a ton of spruce logs. Those are gonna kind of be the main thing. Or maybe I can actually establish a little bit of mine. Kill off 2 birds with 1 stone. All right. Hopefully this cave will have some andesite in it. That is what I need. I need some andesite and a bunch of spruce. That should be enough materials to start building our base, or a starter base. What the fuck? Dive bomb and skeleton. What the hell, man? What the hell is that? I have never seen a more reckless skeleton in my life. It's like, seriously, what the hell, man? You're gonna break all your bones, and you're all bones. Well, I hope you guys have had a lovely Halloween. I'm recording this right afterwards, and it's now that wonderful time of the year where where you grow in an auditory pain because you've heard Mariah Carey sing "All I Want for Christmas Is You" for the first of 1,000 times. Seriously, I swear, as I get older, the transition between Halloween and Christmas gets shorter. I don't know what it is. I don't understand it, and I hate it. Personally, kind of hate it, actually. I'm also just not a big fan of the holidays as is. They're very irritating for a number of reasons. As much as I do love Halloween, and I do love Halloween, it's so fun. I love chilling out. I love autumn. I love chilling out and all of that, but my God, man. My God, man. Like, Christmas is always so tedious and stressful, and I hate traveling. But y'all watch any good horror movies this year? I did not get the chance to because I had to emergency travel a little bit this year, unfortunately. So my plans of sitting around watching Scream for the first time on Halloween did not go as planned, which is on my list. I do want to watch that. I did watch, I think it was Hellraiser last year. I watched some of those. I like the first one, even though the production of that one is incredibly weird. If you've ever dove into that. Ooh, I don't think I've ever heard this Minecraft song before. I really love it. It's so chill. I don't know what the name of it is because I'm not that familiar with the OST of this game. It's not like Undertale or something where I listen to the OST constantly. Hell, I can play some of the songs from Undertale. It's an incredible sound. That's probably possibly one of the greatest soundtracks from a video game of all time, honestly. There really isn't a bad song on there. Zombie, where are you? Sambo. Zombie. Ah, fuck. There you are. Hi. You snuck up on me, little bastard. Something about the instrumentation of this song specifically that's very 90s. Very 90s, like late 90s Prince, actually. Yeah. That bass in there too, such a nice little touch. I really like that. This might be my favorite song on the OST, honestly. It's atmospheric in a way that a lot of the pieces on the OST are not. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the old C14 stuff. But man, I do think Minecraft's music has improved. It's got a lot more variety in it now. Oh, finally! Finally! We have done it. Broken down a deep slate. Oh, and there's a cave. Nice. Kind of nice. I wish this wasn't a whole like dripstone cave biome and there was a little bit more variety. Oh, fuck. Well, okay, there's tough. I need tough. For the build I want to do, I actually do need tough, but how am I going to get down there? How am I going to get down there? I could fall, but I'll probably land on dripstone. I love how I defaulted to crazy grandpa for that. I don't know why. That's kind of a default thing for me. All right. Well, that was stressful. That was strangely stressful, actually. All right. Maybe I can find some diamonds or something while I'm down here. Maybe. Diamonds don't typically spawn very close to surface anymore, but it's not all bad. We got our tough. And I think I've got enough andesite to start building what I want to. I love Minecraft, but these grindy sections can be a pain sometimes. Not that I'm complaining. Wait. It's the way I have a stroke, apparently. It's the way this goes, man. We all know Minecraft's a grindy game at times. There's unfortunately not a way you can automate everything. Let's into that. Let's see. I guess I'll explore a little bit around just to see what's here. If there's anything worth coming back down here for. Besides an arrow to the face, man. You're supposed to shoot it in the knee. That's the meme. Come on. And this game needs to hire some better skellymen. See if sands and papyrus are available. I'm sure they'd do it. All right, that is not a bad haul. That is honestly a very good start. Plus, I got all the iron back. Plus, I made like a profit, if you would call it a profit, if you would call it that, on the iron. I got more back than I used to get here. But I gotta start the log walk up now. That's gonna be fun. Next time, I am going to get diamonds by the next episode. I do want some diamonds. Well, I need diamonds for grass. Need those shiny, shiny rocks, man. They're important. Yeah, honestly, the copper armor is holding up very well. I might actually start skipping iron armor. I mean, sure, it's probably a little bit less protection than the iron itself, but honestly, not bad. It's held up through quite a few hits. It's got quite a bit of protection. I might actually start skipping over it. Okay, now there's only like one more thing on my checklist to do. And you know what time it is? You know what time it is? Cue the montage. Yep, it's that time again. Yep. I don't know if these are kind of annoying or anything. I probably should use something like replay to make them a little bit more entertaining, but that's more mods I have to install, and I'm too lazy. I'm honestly too lazy. But I guess while we're waiting, I should talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing on our base, actually. Like I said in the last one, I've always wanted to build a castle. I've had this weird idea of like keeping the same base throughout an entire playthrough. I still plan on doing some stuff underground as well, but that's not really possible right now. I'd have to mine too much, especially for where the cave and everything is. But I found a really cool little small keep that we can start on, and I'm going to be expanding on that as we go on, so we have a full castle. And that'll be a good like home away from home. I don't know if I'll move into it or if that will just be like a base. I think the underground bit, I think that will actually be more or less my trading hall, which means I'm gonna have to light it a lot. But like I said, it'd be easy to do when I have a beacon, so I'm gonna put it off until then. I'm gonna put off the start of it until then, which will be a ways away. Like I said, I'm not rushing this series. I always end up starting this. I always end up starting a bunch of projects and not pacing it because I have to play a bit longer than I normally would when I'm doing this, but I am very excited for it. I have a lot of ideas, a lot of plans. Of course, I want to hear things from you guys, ideas as we go on. But I have had some thoughts on how to like structure this series and pace it out properly where I don't burn myself out. Because the thing about Minecraft, this could theoretically go on for a literal infinite amount of time until like the world literally starts to break because of updates. I don't want to do that. I don't want to burn myself out. I actually want to finish projects this time, so I'm gonna kind of structure this one around. This one's gonna go on until I beat the end. But I want to structure this in. I think I'm going to structure this in seasons. I think that's the way I beat the burnout. There'll be like little breaks, and they'll kind of be like scheduled around a single. Each season will be kind of scheduled around a big project. Sorry to do that way. I do want to hear your feedback on that one, because y'all are just as much of a part of the series as I am, honestly. But it's the serious stuff and all the grindy bullshit's over with now. Let's get back to the goofing off. All right, that actually should be enough. Good, because I'm so done with the grindy parts of this game. I want to goof off. I want to so bad. Do I want to make jokes and chill out? But I got to do no. I got to go do the grindy bullshit of this game. Again, I love Minecraft. Grindy stuff, not my favorite. Boop, and one of those, and grab all of my stuff I need. God, you know how happy I am to actually finally get to this. I have been grinding all of the stuff for nearly an hour. Actually, it's not been that long, but still. It is kind of dull. I don't know how to cut down those parts. All right. I think this area, after I do some mild work, should be plenty good enough. Get rid of this dirt. That doesn't need to be here. And bucket. Bucket, get rid of all this plants. Let's flatten out some of this. Where do we start on this? Where? If I build it fully over there, I can't even see the mountain from it. So right here is good enough. You know what? So let's build out a box and then start filling it in from there. Yeah, everything might look a little different. It's been some time in between the last time I've sit down to record this. I moved everything, including our boy Cooper, in to the new shelter, and I built a little farm. You know, just something to time me out. I ran out of food. That's why I've been off for a bit. But we do have the basic starting blocks for our little starter home. It's already night. My God. Why are you like this, Minecraft? Is it not yet? It better be not yet. Go down faster. I wish they put it like a face on the moon and sun. I actually do. Make it horrifying. Not like a little baby face like Teletubbies. I'm talking about something horrifying. Like the face on the sun in Mario or Majora's Mask Moon. I'm sure that's a resource pack somewhere. Oh my god, go down! I beg you. Oh, thank you. Just take your sweet time. All right, well, now that my overdramatic ass is done with that, I guess we can start with a little bit more. I do have to build up. These are going to be the main rooms of the starter house, or at least the beginning of the starter house, because I fully intend to expand on this as we go on to the series. I think I've said that before, but I got to build the walls. 4, 5. I think that's enough. Dude, this has been an interesting video to record. This really has been. I decided to record this one like I used to record Minecraft, and oh my god, I think I figured out why I burnt out so hard doing that. This is a lot of work. This is actually a ton of work. I'm putting so much on myself to just get it finished in like a couple of hours. It's no wonder I was miserable recording that. But I think for the remainder of this series, I'm gonna chill out a bit. I'm gonna take things a bit slower. I think that's the right pace. I do have a limited. This isn't my job. I have a limited amount of recording time. As much as I love doing this and would rather be doing this, actually, I should pace myself a bit on this. I'll do a couple projects and everything, and do some exploring and mining. I'll try to hit every aspect of Minecraft in every episode, but a wee bit, I'm gonna have to chill out on the pacing a bit. As much as I love getting a project in a video done, that's how I would prefer to be doing things. That might not always be possible, so. But I know I'm doing next time. I'm doing, there's a couple of towers in the reference I have for this. I'll, if I can remember to, I will put the tutorial for it on the, I'll credit the person who originally built this. But it's a nice little reference to, and this is what I've been using to design my own kind of version of it. I've definitely changed quite a bit for it from the original, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I built this one too high up. I'm a dumbass. Ah, crap. Well, between that and forgetting my armor, this episode has shown how brilliant I am. But I'm kind of out of andesite already. That's not good. That's a little bit of a problem, actually. I'm only half done with this. I do plan. How do we do that? Normally, I would add a little bit of texture to this, but I don't have a ton of other blocks. I have an idea. I just don't know if the idea will pan out. Hello, Cooper. How you doing? How you doing, lad? Holding down the fort. What a good cat. Man, if I get my cat to organize my stuff, I would be not in heaven, but I'd be able to find things easily. I do have like awful ADHD, and I typically forget where things are. Bad when I need several pieces of equipment, so you cannot see my lights. Hold on, you can see one of them. That's where the colored light is this whole time. Yeah, sorry to show you how the sausage is made here, but it's... All right, what about adding a gradient to this? I mean, it's kind of a shit gradient, but that will save me some blocks. I already got like 13 andesite back. So maybe I'm able to finish it off like this. Oh, this video is going to be 90% montages, isn't it? All right, the stone really ties it together. Okay, I was a little bit worrying about it looking too shit. I don't normally do gradients on my builds. I know that's kind of the hot new trend and all with building, but not something I've ever done really. It does look good. It'll probably look better. I could probably make that look a little bit better, but it will help save some blocks at least. Hopefully I'll have enough to actually finish it. Something I've been thinking a lot about doing with this particular Minecraft series is giving the builds like little bits of lore, little bits of story to go along with them. Something a lot of the hermits do on Hermitcraft, but I've been kind of curious to do it. I've been kind of curious about it, doing it myself. This one. So I know this place is gonna be like a little fort, like a little castle, a little fort. But what? The question is, what is it doing? That can kind of why is it out here? What's it doing? What's its purpose? I guess that can kind of come along with it as we're developing this area a little bit more, especially as we get on to the main base. This one can kind of be a little bit more sparse on the lore side for now. But I think it'll be a fun little writing exercise anyway. I do know at the end of this, I would kind of like to make the world download available for you guys to go in. So I've also thought about maybe at some point, maybe I get through the first couple of seasons of this. Maybe I open it up to multiplayer. If I can find like 5 to 10 other small creators. But that's kind of up in the air. I haven't thought too deeply about that. I think it'd be cool. That's mostly why I've thought about it. That's usually all it takes. But it does sound kind of cool. I might do it. I may or may not do it. Depends. That is the R mile away. Depends on if I feel like it. And I do believe that's actually it. Or at least the outside, the walls of it. You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know, it looks a little bland right now, but until you add in windows and all of that, but it is a start. I'm quite happy with it so far. What's left to do is put a little roof on it, and I have one little detail I want to add right now. I don't have any glass, so I'll probably wait to do the windows a little later, maybe. Oh, this doesn't line up correctly, does it? Oh no. Oh no, I've drastically miscalculated something. Uh-oh. Ah, fuck, I'll fix it later. Screw it, I just want a house, man. How much do I have to pay for that? Oh, that does not line up at all. I built these one too short. All right, I think that fixes it. A little bit. I can't believe I did that. I actually can't believe I missed. This whole episode, it's been a cavalcade of me fucking up in like really obvious ways. Oh, it's such a mess. Oh, it's such a mess. How did I ever record 20 plus videos like this? This is a disaster. I'm definitely changing how I record these. Now, I will have to tear down some of the roof next time, just because there will be a tower right here. So I guess it exists for now, but not for very long, unfortunately. I gotta say, pretty happy with it so far. There are like 2 things to do. I think I'll go ahead and punch out the windows. I need to find some sand. Otherwise, monsters could probably get in my house. But there's been a new block added recently, and I've been very excited for this. How the hell did I make it, though? Of course, it's something weird. I mean, I get it. There's only so many blocks in Minecraft, but also, it's just another thing for me to do. There we go. How many does this make? 24. That's not going to be enough. But hopefully you guys will get what I'm going for. Hopefully you'll get what I'm going for. That has to be, because of the way they work, that kind of has to be skipped, but I plan on adding a chimney there anyway. But if I add these to these sides, right where the roofs are, we should get quite a good design with this. I really like this. I've been playing around with these a lot during the snapshot phases, and right before it launched, you gotta say, these are such a godsend, man. These are so good. And how are we liking that? I am thinking that looks pretty good. It's missing so much, though. It's missing something to make it a bit more interesting, but I do like it. I do like this build a lot. I cannot wait to add to it. I cannot wait to add to it. It definitely needs a hell of a lot more, but why do you say I add some windows to this thing, then call it a day? Not there. I'll add one here. All right. You know what? Windows really helps. That does look a lot better. It's like I said, missing some bits, and I need some windows big time. Is there any sand like nearby that I could just have? I think there's a beach on the other side of the mountain. We'll go see anyway. Why did I move away from the water? I'm gonna need water. Sure, it's gotta be a lot more. Sure, it would have been a lot more like terraforming and stuff, but having waterways is such a godsend in this game. Actually, the Mounts of Mayhem should be out pretty soon, actually. By December. I'm thinking it'll be out by the late December, but someone in the comments, I believe it was also Milan, talked about building a sewer system as a mode of transportation with the Nautilus, and I love that idea, and I'm stealing it. So maybe I actually do that. I've always wanted to build a sewer for some reason in Minecraft. I adore secret rooms. I do adore secret rooms. One of my favorite things from the most recent Hermitcraft season was when Grian built the Chamber of Secrets just because he went nuts fishing for so long. That was the best thing ever, actually. Is that all the sand? Is that really all of the sand that's here? Maybe that's what we end up doing with the fort as we expand onto it. We've turned it into like a little Hogwarts thing. I mean, fuck J.K. Rowling. So I feel like I have to say that every time that book series comes up on the channel, but I think that could be a really cool build too. All right, well, I'll put the windows in, and then we are, I promise, done. And that's it. That's all. Oh, we actually have a slightly fun. Oh, hold on. Those windows are a little bit too low, aren't they? Well, fine. I'll fix it. I'll fix it in between videos, man. This has already gone way over. All right. That is looking quite good. I'm happy with the house. It's not finished yet, but it does look fairly nice. Oh, I'm finally glad that's over, though. That was one of the most grinding experiences of my life. But I'm gonna leave this one here. I'm probably not gonna record videos like that. I'm gonna find a new way of recording them. So the next few videos might be a tad bit experimental, but I'm gonna leave this one here. I'm happy with the work we did here, regardless. As much as I've sat around and bitched about it, but I like the new house. It's not very fortressy yet, but that'll come in the next video. I do intend on building some towers, as well as I want to do some more exploring, and I need to find diamond. But either way, I'm gonna leave this one here. There's a couple videos that YouTube thinks you'll like, comment, subscribe, do all YouTube nonsense, and I really appreciate you watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye.